Students, let's do some questions using the double angle formula. Now I've given you several formulae. Now you can check the lesson video on that. Now foremost, let us start with sine 2 alpha. Now I'm going to write, I've given you the formula, but yet I would like to derive the formula here. Now I can write sine 2 alpha as sine of alpha positive alpha, and then I would use sine of a positive b, compound angle formula, which is nothing but sine a cos b positive cos a sine b, right? So that would mean this can be rewritten as sine alpha times cos alpha positive cos alpha times sine alpha. Now I've got a sine alpha cos alpha, sine alpha cos alpha. I can add them down, thereby leading me to obtain 2 times sine alpha times cos alpha. So this would mean sine 2 alpha is equal to 2 times sine alpha times cos alpha. This is a famous identity. Now, having got this, let me just apply this identity in solving a simple question, right? Probably, let's do this. This is an example. The question is express, say 14 times sine 6x times cos 6x in a single term. So that's a question. So now what I wish to do is I would like to write it in this fashion, right? So 2 should be there, sine 6x is there, and cos 6x is there. Now since I've taken 2 inside, there should be a 7 there, right? Now if I were to take theta to be as 6x, then this can be rewritten as 7 of 2 times of sine theta times cos theta, which is equal to 7 times of, now 2 times sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta, sine 2 theta, but my theta is 6x, so this is equal to 7 times of sine of, if I were to place 6x here, this is going to become 12x. So what's the solution? Solution is nothing but 7 times sine of 12x. That's the answer. Now let's do this question. We have been given cos of 9 over 2 times x times sine of 9 over 2 times x. Now whenever you got a product of sine and a cos, you can very well use the popular sine to alpha formula or sine 2 theta. So we know that sine 2 alpha is equal to 2 times sine alpha times cos alpha. Now consider this quantity. Consider, I'm not going to write it as cos and sine, I'm going to write it as sine 9 over 2 times x times cos 9 over 2 times x, right? AB is equal to BA. So I would multiply this by 2 and I'm going to divide by 2. So 2 over 2 times sine 9 over 2 times x cos 9 over 2 times x, and then I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 2 and I'll move this 2 inside. So it's going to be 2 times sine of 9 over 2 times x times the cos of 9 over 2 times x. Now let me take theta to be equal to 9 over 2 times x, right? So that would mean this is going to be equal to 1 over 2 times of 2 times sine theta times cos theta. But what is this? 2 times sine theta cos theta. That's going to be sine 2 theta. But what is theta? My theta is 9 over 2 times x, right? So 2 can be cancelled. This is going to be 1 over 2 times sine 9x. This is the solution to this question. So actually what they're asking is that they want us to write this particular term as a single term. So that's exactly what we have done here. Let's do another question, students. We are expressing the given terms as a single term, so we will be continuing to answer questions in that similar fashion. So this is question number 3. So we given that cos squared 5x negative sine squared 5x, we are asked to express this as a single term. Now we know that cos 2 theta is equal to cos squared theta negative sine squared theta. So hence cos squared 5x negative sine squared 5x can be rewritten as, if I were to take theta to be equal to 5x, then this is going to be cos squared theta negative sine squared theta, which is going to be cos 2 theta. But since theta is equal to 5x, this is going to be equal to cos of, or in other words cos followed by 2 of, in place of theta you replace 5x, so this is going to be cos 10x. So that is going to be the solution for this particular question. Question 4, we're being asked to write 3 negative 6 times cos squared 8x as a single term. So foremost, what I wish to do is I would like to rewrite this by taking 3 out. If I were to take 3 out, this is going to give me 3 of 1 negative 2 times cos squared 8x. Now let me take theta to be equal to 8x, and hence this can be rewritten as 3 times of 1 negative 2 times cos squared theta. Now if I were to take the negative sign out, then this is going to be negative 3 of negative 1 positive 2 times cos squared theta, which can however be rewritten as negative 3 times of 2 times cos squared theta negative 1, right? But this is nothing but cos 2 theta, so this is equal to negative 3 times of cos 2 theta. But what is theta? Is equal to 8x, so it's going to be negative 3 times cos of 2 times of 8x, which can be rewritten as negative 3 times cos 16x. So that is going to be the solution for this question. So let us move on to do question number 5. We've been given 6 times tan 5x divided by tan squared 5x negative 1. Now we will be using the following formula. We know that tan 2 theta is equal to 2 times tan theta divided by 1 negative tan square theta. Now if there is theta here, theta should occur here, so do not change the variables. For example, if you were to write theta here, you cannot write x here. That is totally incorrect. So please be aware of that particular fact. So we are going to use this formula, and we are going to completely represent this quantity as a single term. So foremost, what I wish to do is I would like to place 2 there and take 3 out. So this is going to be 3 of 2 times tan 5x divided by, I would like to take negative sign out, so this is going to be 1, because 1 time negative gives me negative 1, followed by, there should be a positive sign for tan squared x, so I need to place a negative sign here. So this is negative tan squared of 5x. Now if I were to take theta to be equal to 5x, then I can rewrite this as 3 times of 2 times tan theta divided by, a negative sign is here, so let me place a negative sign there. So this is going to be 1 negative tan squared theta, which is nothing but negative 3 times of, as I mentioned to you, 2 tan theta divided by 1 negative tan square theta is tan 2 theta. So this is going to be tan 2 theta, which can either be represented also as negative 3 times tan 2. My theta is 5x, so place that 5x there, which is equal to negative 3 times tan 10x. So that is the solution for this question.